Hi everybody and happy Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. I'm excited about tonight's project. I think everybody has like a big wall space somewhere in their house where you scratch your head and think, what am I going to put there? It's such a big space. Well, I have one of those spaces, even though I have a small house. I think we all have a wall space, big wall space that needs, something pretty good size. And that space in my house is above my sofa because it's on a wall with no windows. And so it's just this big blank wall. And what I keep there are two big chalkboards. Surprise, surprise. But right now there's only one up there, and it's got a spring summer kind of look to it. The other one I took down because I'm putting a new design on it for the upcoming winter Christmas season. So I'm excited about this because it's big. And even though it's big, it's going to go really fast because I'm just going to use one color. I'm just going to use white. I have pretty much stuck to that since I got these big boards to put behind that sofa. I have decided to just keep it all white. It's just, I used two big black boards and I used white chalk, and I just think that that's so impressive. Okay, so here's the big design that we're going to use, and you can see that there are a lot of cut lines on this, so you can put this one together any way you want. You can use pieces of it. I love these kind of transfers because there's so much to choose from. You can put them in any configuration that you want. You can use them separately, which I probably will. I think over the next couple of days you're going to see me reuse this transfer over and over several different ways. I've been trying to do that for you just to show you different ways to use the transfers over and over again. This one appropriately is called Fa La La. Simple to remember, and you will get links to the product. When you make a comment, you'll get the automated bot telling you, giving you the choice to click on to find out the products. So we're using a big board, we're using the Fa La La, and we're using white chalk paste. All right, so I know that why can't I get this out of here? I know that the 18 by 24, it just jammed in here good. I haven't even taken this out yet, and it's giving me trouble. The 18 by 24 boards that Decor has are out of stock. However, they're nice boards, don't get me wrong. You can find them out in the craft stores and other places also. So don't hesitate to check. And you may already even have one. You might have one you made. All right, this one, like I said, this has got a lot of pieces to it. So I'm going to cut this apart first. I love this first strip. This is like a quilted block pattern. I love that. Love, love, love. And that can be interpreted as snowflakes. To me, it's they look like quilt blocks to me. All right, this next also looks like it could be part of a quilt. Let me cut this apart on the cut line with our transfer trimmers. They're big blue scissors. But we call them transfer trimmers because there's a very good reason for that name. They're designed to cut these transfers because they've got like this coating on these nice long blades, and because there's adhesive, it just doesn't stick. So that's kind of nice. I don't mean to be making fun of what we call it, because you're probably thinking those are scissors. Well, they're scissors, but they're transfer trimmers. And I have a couple pair of them because I love these long blades. These are great. Do you ever see scissors that milliners have? I don't know if there's milliners anymore, but the hat makers back in the day, they had those gigantic, lethal looking scissors with the great big blades. I remember seeing them in the movies or something. You know, back in the day, my mom had her hats made at a milliner. That was the thing back then. Those big old hats. They were something. Okay, look, the cute little elements. We have mittens. These are cute. A moose. Look at this star block pattern. It looks like a quilt block to me. And the rabbit. And look, even the rabbit looks like his tail's quilted. Doesn't it? This is so up my alley because I wonder if I want to cut these trees apart. I guess I do, because I probably want them spaced out. All right. I'm going to cut them apart. Thought I could just put them all on, but let's cut them apart. Because it looks like they need to be spaced out. What's going on with this transfer? There's like something on there. Cut these trees apart. There are 4 trees and they look alike, but they're a little different from each other. They are each a little bit different. I'm looking at the branches. They are similar but different. There are 4 of them. Now, once that I get chalking, this is going to go really fast. Hey, everybody. Thanks for the sprinkled love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here's how I'm going to do this, because they're all trees. As far as marking the back, what I do is find my marker. Where is it? Oh, my Sharpie. So this will be tree 1, 2. I think this Sharpie needs replaced. 2, yeah. I have another one. Where is it? Sharpie. I might have to skip that part because I don't see it. I don't think this is going to work. Oh no, it is kind of working. 3 and 3. Sort of working. 4 and 4. Okay. All right. Now these are size specific, so it's not as important that I label these because it'll be clear to see that these are all different. And the bunny, why won't this right? I think it's just running out. Mittens. Note to self, get new Sharpies. Moose. And star. It's not really as well, it's kind of a star. All right. We've got some buzzing to do. All right. I am going to start at the top of my chalkboard, and I will start probably with this piece. That's going to go at the very, very top. Do you guys see the houses? I was on earlier today. I am so happy with how those turned out. Let's make some room. So happy. I have to do a little bit of detail work yet. Adding wreaths and garland and making it look like a Christmas village, but I'm really happy. All right, here is the 18 by 24 inch board that I'm using. This isn't available like on the chalk site or anything like that. This is just a board that I have that happens to measure 18 by 24. It is big. Can you guys, what is this doing here? Let me see if I can move this. need to go this way though. All right. I'll need that. And I'll need that. I won't need that. Okay. Here's where we're starting. This is a big board. All right. Do I want to do that way or this way? I think I want to go this way, I think. And have these like chevron kind of shaped things pointing down. Let's do that. Okay. So I'll need a fuzzing towel. And we're going to start with this one. And because this is a brand new transfer, I want to fuzz it very well. Because we're going on this non-porous chalkboard. So we want it to be able to release easily. This would also be pretty on a fabric banner. I think would be beautiful. Canvas banner would be gorgeous with all different colors, making like a quilt pattern kind of deal out of it. In fact, that's probably one of the things I'm going to do is make, maybe not use all of the pieces, but the ones that look like quilt, and kind of make my own painted quilt. When I was driving home from the scrapbook weekend, I went through Amish country because it's on the other side of Lancaster. So a lot of Amish country out there. And one of the barns, on the side of the barn, was a great big huge wooden quilt on the, I don't know what they call them. I think they have a name, but I can't think of what it's called. It's probably something really simple like a barn quilt or something on the side of the barn, huge, that's painted on. It's beautiful. All the, all the colors. All right. Now I need white chalk paste. I'm using bright white for this whole thing, like I said. Let me add some water to this. I think it's probably okay. Where the heck are my oh, here's my bag. My bag of stir sticks. And here's my other pens. I swear. Give this a stir. And I'm probably going to use this size squeegee. I could also use the 4-inch handled. I might end up if I can't reach, I might have to walk up there. Let's see if I can. I do have a step stool here I could stand on if I pulled it out. But let me just stretch and cover all of this silk screen. This is the toast buttering part. This is as hard as it gets. Buttering toast. This is it. You just have to get it thin enough. You want a thin layer on there, so you just squeegee off the excess. I got way too much on there. So I just run that squeegee right across, and that picks up all of the excess, and I can put it back in the jar. Okay. Then, while that chalk paste, you guys know the drill. While the chalk paste is wet, we peel this off from side to side, or top to bottom, never corner to corner, because that could stretch the transfer. That's it. All right, I'm going to lay this over here. clean off later. I'm liking it already. Can you guys see? I didn't even bother to see if you guys could see that, but there it is. It's so hard for me to stretch all this way. Okay, I won't have to stretch quite as much. So I'm sorry if you couldn't see that, but you'll see the next row. Let's decide on the next row. Let's put the quilt, and then we'll do the trees. Let me space this out first, make sure we have enough room for everybody. We seem to be missing a tree. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other tree? Fa la la. Oh, it's on the floor. Big surprise. Ugh. 4. So I'll space out 4 trees. Let me just make sure I have room for everything that I want to do. Then I think I'll have room for these things. And then we have to make sure we have room for the fa la la. So I think what we're gonna do actually is work for, after I get that row on, I'm gonna put the fa la la on just to make sure that I have enough room for the trees, because I can always shorten the trunks of the trees, right? Sometimes. Sometimes I surprise myself. All right, let's get these trees out of the way. I'm going to do this row of the quilted stars next, and I hope that you can see. I am so sorry that that was out, if that was out of the camera view. I'm so sorry. My phone is further away because this is such a big board. So let's get this fuzzed up. Where are we putting these? They're right down there. This would be so pretty to do in different colors. I'm definitely going to do that with ink, because with the ink you have more time to play with. You don't have to rush to remove the transfer on ink like you do with the chalk paste, because it takes longer to dry. So that's going to be fun. I want to do that. All right, here goes my third row of this quilt. Is there a middle? What's the middle? The middle is between the star and the little, okay, the snowflake in that. All right. I'm going to lift this up so I can make sure that this is, my line is straight going across, because that's going to be important. Okay, put it back down so you can see. That's a pretty pattern. Okay. And again, just apply the white with the squeegee. Then I'm going to go over it. Get it thin. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. I think you can. I know I've talked about this a lot, but this is how I fell in love with Chalkable, is the reusability of this stuff. So when the winter's over and I'm ready for spring, I'll just scrape this off or wash it off and put, you know, change out the design for spring. But this can last through the whole winter because it doesn't say anything about Christmas. It just says fa la la. You know, fa la la. We say that all the time, right? You know, for me, it's fine. Okay. Now let's peel this one off. Look at that, perfect every time. All right. I hope I got those straight. Let me lift that up so you guys can see. And of course, you're looking at it upside down. And I've got those color trays in the way. All right. So pretty. I'm excited. All right. Now we're going to build up and meet in the middle, hopefully. So, since I definitely know that I want fa la 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 at the bottom, I'm going to do that before anything else. And that way I'll see how much room I have for trees. And then I'm looking at that. Well, okay, never mind, because I was thinking something else. I don't want to overthink this. I was thinking, oh, do I need to add a border line here? But no, we're not doing that. Not doing that. So this is my little trick to fuzzing these bigger pieces, just pulling out the backing paper. One more layer of fuzz. And then we're gonna lay this at the bottom. All right. It is super duper sticky. I fuzzed that well. Oops, I've got a wrinkle. Okay, there's a wrinkle there, but that's on the blue, so that won't matter. Make sure this is all well attached. It is. Okay. And here we go. I'm adding some more water. It's still a little stiff. Thanks for watching, everybody, by the way. If you're new, say new so we can welcome you in. And let me know if you're interested in a Try Me kit. I'll put the links if you haven't tried Chalkable, you've been watching and wondering what it's really like. Is it as awesome as she says? Yes. It's even better. I'm going to use the 4-inch handled squeegee. This is pretty nifty. This really makes quick work of it, and it gets it nice and thin. It's hard to have it too thick with this squeegee. Okay, and I'll have to go in with the little one and clean it up. Just scrape that off. Uh-oh, I heard crackling. You know what that means. Crackling means there's a bubble. So, hopefully, we're good. Get my excess off. And make sure my silk screen's covered. And it is. Down. This is where I heard the crackling. Sometimes a crackle just indicates that there's an air bubble under there, and then you were doing the squeegee action, it's the air popping, and sometimes it'll mean you have a smudge, but I'm not seeing it. So there might have been a bubble, but no chalk paste was involved because this looks perfect. La 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 la. Sometimes a crackle means that I'll have a mistake and I'll just have to fix it. But so far we're good. All right, look. Here's where we are. Okay, let me hit this with the dryer. Before I forget and mess it up. I just like the, do you like the white on the big black board? I just do. I just think it makes a big statement. I think it's classy looking, you know, on a big wall, especially if I have two of these boards side by side and they're both done with white chalk paste. I just think that looks really classy. I just like that look. Don't get me wrong, I like color. I like color everywhere. But on these boards, I just like the white. And I guess because this particular board is so ornate, there's a lot going on with this particular frame. Okay. Now what? We have trees. We have 4 trees. And we have these little guys. I might not use these little guys. The moose and the rabbit and the star and the mittens. Let's leave them off. I'll use those on another project for sure. But for now, I think I'm going to worry about spacing my trees. Okay. All right. Center. Okay, here's how it's going. I can use that line up above as a reference. So for this tree, this one's going to be pointing right at this star. And then this one's going to be pointing at this one at this one, and this one at that one. Yay! Okay, so I have a good reference to do this. Okay, how am I going to evenly space? But now I've got it. Make sure my chalk down there is dry, and it is. Let's start over here with this one. Add some fuzz. Now I can't wait to do it in color on the banner. That's going to be really pretty. I have a big banner to use that too, and I'll show you that. And do I paint that banner, or do I use it in the natural canvas color? There's a lot to think about there. All right, so now I am also going to use that line up there as my height point too. Do you know what I mean? Like I want them all to be okay. I'm not wasting any chalk. This is as easy as it gets. That's it. So I want to get my, see when you get a ridge, like a line, you want to get that off. Because you don't want to have any lines. Okay, that one's done. That was easy. next. This one's going to point up at that star. Fuzz it up. I don't want to disturb that first tree. In fact, don't trust me. I don't trust myself. I'll forget and touch it. Luckily, the chalk base dries pretty quick. Did you guys know I have a YouTube channel? I do. I do. I try to remember to download all of these demos and upload them to YouTube. So look for Create and Babble on YouTube. There's other stuff on that channel too, but everything lately has been chalk. So go subscribe. That'd be awesome. And I'm Create and Babble on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. Create and Babble. Okay. If you're on any of those, leave your username. I'll follow ya. Follow each other. Where's my squid? Oh, there it is. Oh, I hope that tree's straight. Okay. All right. Yay. You know what? I'm glad these trees aren't exactly the same, because if they were, then I'd be really trying too hard to get them lined up exactly. So this one's smaller than that one. So good. I'd have been driving myself crazy with that. You know what? Which one is... So let's put the taller one next, and then there'll be every other. That'll kind of make more sense. Okay. 2 more trees and then we're done. Let me move that over just in case. 2 more trees. And I had mentioned earlier about stuffies, but we're going to not do those tonight. That'll be coming up later. This week probably. And let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. Ooh, tomorrow's Wednesday. That means it's a Melanie day. Melanie will be here tomorrow. Oh, wonder what we'll do. I'll have to think of something that she would love. She loves coming on here and making faces at herself. Oh, she's so funny. So yeah, me and Miss Melanie will be on tomorrow. So since she's going to be here, I would say a little earlier, probably closer to 7 than 8, because we got to get her. She went to bed entirely too late last week because we just got behind. So I'm not used to having a little one and sending them to bed on, you know, by 8 o'clock, and not used to that. So we'll be on closer to 7. Me and Melanie. We'll have to find something to do that she'll enjoy. And she likes all of it. She just likes looking at herself. She doesn't care what we do. She likes making faces. Okay. Then we have one. Well, you know what? That one looks the same size as that one. So I don't know. Maybe I was wrong about this. All these different sizes of trees. But this one's definitely bigger. Okay, they're going. Is this an optical illusion? We'll have to really look at this later. What's going on here? If they're all 4 different or not, I can't tell. And how am I getting chalk all over me? Let's dry this before I have a catastrophe here. A mini catastrophe. That's another nice thing about working on an actual chalkboard. Everything's fixable. Everything's pretty much always fixable with chalk. Ink, not so much, but definitely with chalk. You have, even on painted surfaces, you have time to fix things. So that's kind of nice. Even canvas. You can even fix things on canvas. You have time to clean that off and redo it. Now, you can't do it the next day. You got to do it within minutes, but you can do it. Not like paint. All right. Let's see. Let's line this up. Drive it straight. I do. I think I do. Chalk. I don't know. Is this board magnetic? Yes. Well, what made me think of that? Some of our boards are magnetic, which is kind of nice. They're the porcelain steel, and that's nice that they are. Like this one is definitely magnetic, and that's available. Okay, they're just really high quality chalkboards. They're worth the price. They're pricey, but they're worth it. This small one's not bad. Okay, look, you guys, it is done. All right, let me wipe my hands off here. I managed to get white chalk paste all over me. All right, this is so pretty. It's just I can't talk. Basic black and white, but let's see if I can. I don't know if I'm going to get this whole thing in the shot or not. I think I can. There it is. Isn't that pretty? Tilt it down in case there's a glare. I love it. So this is going up on the living room wall. I'll take the spring one down and we'll do something else on that one. So that wall will be all decorated and done for winter, really. It'll be done for winter. I might, you never know. I don't know what I'm going to do on the other one. It might be seasonal. It might be just Christmas. I don't know. I don't know yet. But if it is just Christmas, then I could take it down and put something, I don't know, inspirational on it maybe to go alongside of this one. But there it is. All done. So I hope you guys can come back tomorrow around 7. Melanie and I will be on. I'm going to try to come on again during the day. I've been trying to do that every day and show you some little trick. Finishing up projects, that kind of thing. That's fun. And it doesn't always have to be chalk. I might do something different too. Simple is best sometimes. Sandy, it really, really is. Especially when it's a big piece like that. you know, because that frame is so substantial on that board. And you can find reusable boards like that at places like, I don't know, like Home Goods and stuff like that. You can find good deals on them. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, and then Melanie and I will be on tomorrow around 7. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see if I can get out of here without breaking my neck around all this stuff.